So let's hop on into 4030, and this is our WrestleMania Hangover. We only have 12 fillers in this one. It's going to fill up the remaining... we're missing a filler.
Oh.
We're missing a filler. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Let's see. See who can get it first. Myself or JML. 4030. Let's take a peek at the fillers. Anthony H. Missed Anthony. If Becky joins Seth with Paul Heyman and Braun, who else? Bronson Reed? That's the rumor. Crowd audio was awful on Netflix. It almost sounded like no one cared when he came back. I didn't feel that way. I thought there was a pretty big pop for him. Fillers in this one. We have Izzy W, Josh J, 3 Fire for 2, Darren C for 2, Lefty for 2, Tay W, Corey B, Terry R, and Anthony H. That is going to be 12 of you. The top 3 are going to make it on in after 5 times. Top 3 after 5. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, and your top 3. 3 Fire, Terry R, and Anthony H making it on in. That last filler paying off. You guys are in the break for 25% of the cost. Yeah, I loved Raw. Raw was so good. Did we have a convert in this one, JML? Did Darren convert? Or hold up. This whole list was wrong. Yeah, this whole list was wrong. Okay. Hold up. Who did we miss? Because I think we have one more available. There's 4 people on the list that we didn't hit. That's okay. Because those 4 just weren't in. So they'll all get a chance for 1 spot. It's the same math. Let me take a peek. Tyler, I think we definitely missed you. So, Josh J, I see 3 Fire for 2. Darren for 2. Lucky Lefty for 2. Tay for 1. Corey for 1. Terry for 1. We missed MJ. So MJ had 2 here. MJ. And we had Tyler for 1. And then we had Anthony for 1. Okay. So it's the same math either way. These 4 names were not on the original filler. It's the same 4. There's 1 spot available for 4 chances. Or there's 4 fillers available for 1 spot. We have 1 spot left in the break. The list was just incomplete right here. So we're just going to run a filler for these 4, and one of you is going to get on in. Anthony, you've got one of your fillers right there. Here is another one of yours. There's yours, Tyler, and MJ. There are 2 of yours. So somehow these did not get on the list. We're just going to run another filler just between these 4, and one of you will get on in. It's the same as above. You're just not part of that list. It's the exact same math, 25% opportunity. So I'm going to go ahead and make a judgment call here. And I'm going to run a filler for just you guys for the last remaining spot. And I hope you guys are okay. That never happens. I hope you guys are cool with that. It's the same math either way. You get exactly what you paid for. We just had to run it as 2 separate randoms, which I 99.9% confident this is the correct way to do it. So I'm 100% confident. As long as I win, he says. Okay. All right. I see how it's going. All right, getting that last spot. MJ is going to get that last spot. Now Tyler's going to be like, I want a refund.
My bad. That's on me. So.
All right. MJ is going to get that last spot. Rig says Goon Collector. All right. I apologize for that slight little confusion. Doing things a little weird there. Math all worked out the exact same. Montreal screw job.
Justice for Tyler. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, y'all. All right. It's wrestling. Y'all know. American Nightmare Cody Rhodes goes to Amen. The Rock goes to our men. We disregard the word the. And let's go ahead and get started. Lucky Lefty up top all the way down to MJ. Gonna be on the bottom. Steiner math. Braun Breaker math. 144 and 2/3 chance of hitting a filler in WrestleMania Hangover. There's 5, 6, 7, and we've got 8. 3 Fire up top, all the way down to Jim C on the bottom. We opened Cactus Jack in our first break of the night. We also have it in our last break of the night, so we have another one later. Amen up top, all the way down to UV, X, Y, and Z on the bottom. Any big hits tonight? We hit a Mahomes and Kelsey dual auto, or sorry, a dual downtown. We hit a Penta from WWE, red auto from Cactus Jack to 5. So those are our top 2 hits of the night so far. 7, and there's 8 right there. D up top. All the way down to N, O, P, and Q. Gonna be on the bottom. Alright, 3 fire. You got the D spot. Sam P with C, women. Lucky Lefty, RNS, women. Local Josh L. Anthony L, J, women, and E. Local Josh with C, men. MJ, U, V, X, Y, Z, and 1. Chris A with R, men. Terry with T. We have Dennis with B, men. Daniel Lee with K. David W with A, women. Mark K with M and W. We've got Anthony H, H and I, Chris A with F and G, Chris B with S men, Randy C with A men, Caveman with J men, Ryan H with B women, and Jim C with N, O, P, and Q. There's only 25 superfractors in Cactus Jack. The only superfractors in the product are autographs. Everything else from the base set, the lowest number you can get is 5. Same with the Cactus Champions insert to 5. Those are it. Everything else is... The base set doesn't have superfractors, which is an interesting decision. Rest in peace to Steve Mongo McMichael, 85, NFL champion with the Bears. Lost his battle with ALS. Yeah, we had a whole bunch of hits. If you want to go back, Bone, and watch the very first break of the night, we had a bunch of different WWE hits in our first break. I wish they would have... Dude, the superfractors would have flew out of that product, though. If they would have put the base set and the insert, there would have been 150 superfractors spread across 1,000 boxes. I think they made about 1,000 boxes of the product. It would have been like every 6 boxes had a super. It would have been kind of insanity. So I understand it. But it's also kind of weird to have a Chrome product with a base set that doesn't have a super. The best possible hit for a lot of the wrestlers in the set is going to be just a red to 5. Yeah, remember the 4 Horsemen? And in this break, we've got 2022 Prism first off the line. We'll probably start off with that one. We have 24 Select Photo. We have Chrome Hobby, Chrome Breakers, and Undisputed in this one. You saw a Rock to 5, so unless the Rock has an autograph in that set, I can't remember if he does on the checklist. That's the best Rock you can get out of Cactus Jack. We pulled a Penta auto to 5. That's his first WWE auto. We'll start off here with first off the line. We're going to get 2 parallels. We're looking for a gold shimmer of Braun Breaker or Tiffany Stratton or The Rock. And those would be some of the landmark cards. Say his name and he appears if you didn't see it. If you did not see, Joe Hendry and Randy Orton have a Topps Now WrestleMania card. What's up, Acme? How was your stream? What'd you pull? Say his name and he appears. I believe in Acme packs. Austin Theory. There's John Cena. China and Jey Uso. Charlotte. Dirty Dom. China on the silver. And Bailey to 299. That is going to be 61 of 299. Caleb to 49 with Deca was our hit of the night. Dang. Acme pulled you some heat. Did RGL just say Influencer Box King? That's that guy over there. That's that guy over there. There's Roman on the gold. One thing that I like about these first off the line boxes is the cards are not sticking together. Rock, Wolfgang, Mark Coffey. We've got Angelo Dawkins on the ice. And Chad Gable. El Grande Americano, question mark, 122 of 149.
Thank you.
Thank you. Everything they have given Chad Gable, he is crushed.
Even Shorty G.
Can't believe you pulled that Penta Auto to 5. The card must be a stack by itself. It's well over $1,000, if not more. Well over 1,000, if not more, for sure. There's Bianca. Aofi Valkyrie, a.k.a. Lyra Valkyria. There's no proof that it's El Grande Americano. I think it's Hulk Hogan under the mask. Ivy Nile. I think he's doing it again. Marcel Bartel. A.K.A. Ludwig Kaiser. That was when he was in Imperium as Marcel Bartel. Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa had to shave his beard. Ciampa looks 10 years younger just because he shaved his beard. We might have an auto here. It's Ronda Rousey. Flash Morgan Webster. A lot of people in this set are no longer with the company. There was too much NXT UK in this set too. Brutus Creed. Silver. Charlotte Flair. It's Mark Henry under the mask. And orange. Of Apollo Crews. Apollo is 82 of 99. Headache's a little bit better, yeah. A little bit. Still like there, like a low level. But it was nice to just kind of not look at screens for a little while there. I think that helped a lot. So, big shout out to JML for coming in and filling in for the draft break. Kane under the mask. No, I only had it because I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep well last night. I was up and down all night. I had like a really, really upset stomach last night. Our photo is not good at all. It's going to H&I. It's Ikemen Yiro, who's no longer in the company. Ikemen Yiro is going to be number 2 of 10. Vinnie Mac under the mask. Natty and Alexa Bliss. No, not the Taco Bell sleep. I've actually just been 2+ weeks now ever since getting back from California. 2+ weeks in ketosis. So, I don't know what it was last night. 2 of 10. I have no idea what it was, but it's very, very rare to, like, have an upset stomach on ketosis and, like, being keto where you're not eating carbs and not eating sugar and to have an upset stomach. Not keto flu because I've been adapted since last week. So, unless I had some carbs and something and I eat the same stuff every day, you guys know that. Ground turkey taco salad, like, every stream night for dinner. I have no idea. Shotzi. And a red to 299 of Harland. Harland is 14 of 299. I was trying to think back to, like, yesterday what I ate, and it was like, I was looking at my food log, and it was just, like, everything I normally eat. Just, like, some beef jerky, some chicken breast. Just absolutely normal day. So, very strange. We have a blue in here. We haven't seen our autos yet in this box. Electra Lopez, Natty. Malcolm Bivens. There's Grayson Waller on the rookie. Jey Uso gave you a headache. Miko Satomura, Elias. Mark Coffey. Blue is going to be Valentina Feroz. And Bobby Lashley. WWE Overload, says Tim. 65199. That might be the most coherent thing you've said in the chat in a long time, Tim. Just too much WWE. Did you eat Hitman? You know what? That's what it was, Pathora. I had a bowl of Frosted Yeets. That's what it was. Is there any set I can pull a Joe Hendry auto from? Not that I'm aware of. I think our first auto is here. He might have autographs in some indie set, but as far as I know, I can't think of a set. I mean, TNA is not making cards. Yeets give you the sheet. Unbelievable. Silver, speaking of Jey Uso, there he is right there. Jey Uso in our first auto. Yeah, that's pretty good. How about a first-year Prism Silver, or base of Liv Morgan? Going to L, going to the Josh of Local. Local Josh on the Liv auto.
Watch.
What are the 22 Prism Liv autos selling for?
Probably too low.
Probably like 50, 60 bucks. Liv Morgan, your first auto. What set is Penta in? He's only in the Cactus Jack set right now.
AEW.
Yeah, he's also on AEW cards. If you want AEW of Penta, there's plenty. We have another auto right here. Raul Mendez, Liv Morgan, Von Wagner. Shinsuke Nakamura, Hogan and Candice LeRae. Candy LaRue. Robert Stone, and your next auto. Wes Lee. Wes Lee. From NXT, M&W, that is Mark K. RGL, pick up a Liv Morgan card again and whisper to yourself, watch me. Live last sold $55. Watch me. I'm assuming you heard Alberto Del Rio is going to get dropped by AAA. Yep. That's what I heard as well. I heard El Grande Americano is going to be their champion in like 3 weeks.
Bro, it might happen.
Favorite wrestling moment? Oh, there's way too many. Way too many wrestling moments. Probably CM Punk, John Cena Money in the Bank 2010. That was like one of my last favorite moments. Santos Escobar. Cody finishing his story. That one was pretty big.
You cried.
JML cried actually during that.
I did not cry.
Show me gold shimmer. No shimmer. No shimmer in here? No shimmer yet. Sammy saying, "Oh my gosh, that's very memorable." Sammy making making a Ray break character. Undertaker, Kaylee Ray, Undertaker, Mankind, Hell in a Cell, classic. Amal is gonna be our silver. And how about Otis? Otis is going to be numbered 80 of 149. Any more NASCAR? We will have NASCAR on Saturday night. We'll have NT and Prism. Alright, we should have another first off the line in this pack. This should be our, hopefully a gold. We want to see gold. Oh my god, we got gold. We got gold. We have a gold shimmer. Now we just need to hit gold shimmer to 3. To 3. Electra Lopez. We need a banger here. We need a banger. Good luck. Fabian Eichner. Blair Davenport. Tealman. Okay. We need a banger. Zoe Stark. Kushida. Mick Foley. Come on. One time. Give us a banger gold shimmer.
Wow.
That's actually pretty cool. Edge. Going to J, Women, and E. Anthony L.
That's actually
Edge
sick.
to 3. 2 of 3. The rated R superstar.
Wow.
Goon Collector going crazy. Goon Collector, very familiar with Edge. We won't touch that one on up. That one's cool. Local Josh, what's up, dude? I don't know if you just saw, but we hit you a Liv Morgan auto. Is that Seth with him? That is Seth with him. Oh boy, Goon Collector. You walked into that one. Edge to 3. That one went over. Nice Edge to 3. We finally got a really decent gold shimmer. Wrestler by day, guitarist for U2 at night. That's funny. We have select photo first off the line. We're gonna get a photo to 6. Maybe we'll get 2. The way this product usually works. Who was the other shimmer? It was Ikemen Euro. For H&I, Ikemen Euro. He was a comedic Asian wrestler down in NXT. Bam Bam Bigelow. Jacob Fatu. We had a blue Fatu auto earlier tonight too. Stone Cold is going to be on the light blue. 179, 249. Yeah, we just opened up this fresh case of first off the line for WrestleMania weekend. These are going to be our last select photo boxes. So have some for at least a couple of weeks. Actually, I'm deciding if I want to open up another photo at some point, and it's my other case of 24 Prism photo, because there's so many redemptions in there. I don't know if I want to hold on to that case and have them expire. Or potentially could be in there. Chief Jake Strongbow. Edge, 215 Raw and PSA 8. Well, that's the last one. If 2 have sold, that's the last one. So pick your price. Somebody's trying to get that last one for a rainbow or something. Mem, patch auto. Mem is going to be Braun Strowman for B-Men. All right, starting to feel a little bit better. Hey, JML, thank you so much for stepping in a break early.
Hey,
Grazie, grazie.
sorry, it's Phil. This is I forgot. Dude,
You're good.
because
No, I'm feeling much better. I was really I was on the struggle bus during that leaf break, TBH. I'm feeling substantially better right now. Gunther on the silver. And how about Rhea Bloody Ripley, my wife's favorite wrestler? Sad she didn't win the belt. 37 of 99.
she was like, why couldn't she?
Why can't she win? Had to explain to her why it made sense.
We're like, listen.
It's because I'm here. Local Josh, you make everything better. How much is this box? So hobby versions is about $275. This is first off the line. There's not much out there, so these are about closer to $400 because you get one guaranteed parallel to 6, and it might be right here. Might be right here.
But sometimes you get double.
Yeah, sometimes you get 2. You're only guaranteed 1. Sometimes you get 2. Razor Ramon, and I think it's a premier level. Let's sweat it. Let's sweat it. Zebra or Fodal? Or just backwards auto. Blue auto. Or just blue auto.
Oh, these are the good autos.
Well, they should be the good autos. That's Zoe Stark. Going to Z, going to MJ. 24.49. I just got 400 points out of a blaster. Are you interested? They're worth about $20. I currently have over 30,000 points and nothing to spend them on, so I currently am not buying points. Our boy Lucky Lefty just sold me a ton of points. And they haven't put anything up for points in a minute, so I'm just kind of holding off. How much is Cactus Jack? They're selling for about $1,000. A couple of LA Knights in that pack. What do you do with them? Well, sometimes they offer Sparkle Packs, and you buy those. Sometimes they offer very good redemptions. Like, occasionally, Luca cards go up as redemptions. So, Luca or Leo Messi sometimes go up. Adam Pearce. Sensations of your new women's NXT United States champion, or North American champion, Sol Ruca. That was a great match. And Molly Holly, 98 of 175. I thought they told a really good story during that ladder match with her and Zarya at the end, and then off the ladder hitting the Soul Snatcher, and then hitting another Soul Snatcher. We need to talk about my white Sparkle Pack addiction. Hey, Goon Collector, you haven't seen anything until you watch my Prism video. Sonya Deville. Oh, we are disconnecting. We are disconnecting.
I think you're
Are we back? Do we disconnect? Okay, I think we're back. Not much in this pack so far, but we have a die cut incoming. I think we're back. We had a slight disconnect. Jimmy Uso was our die cut. We're back. I saw OBS hit us with a quick disconnect message, and then we were like right back. Am I the only one that has a problem with Michelle McCool being in the Hall of Fame? Listen, the wife of the Undertaker. Sometimes people get into Hall of Fames for doing things that are maybe not so Hall of Fame worthy. I'll let JML sleeve this one on the die cut. Scott Rowland, a perfect example of that over in baseball. Maybe Michelle McCool. Maybe they're going to rewrite history with Michelle McCool. And because she's Undertaker's wife. We have a photo auto here. Or auto? I'm not sure. Scott Rowland's wife is in the Hall of Fame? Yes. Who did Scott Rowland marry?
wow.
Alright. I think this is an auto. Money, 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 money. Go to Mark. That's a $1 Million Man auto. Ted DiBiase, legend auto. Scott Rowland is a Philly Fanatic's wife.
He was saying there's people that make the Hall of Fame.
I'm just saying, occasionally people get into Hall of Fames that shouldn't be into Hall of Fames. That's all I was trying to say.
You should let Maurice in the Hall of Fame too, if that's, you know.
If they want to put somebody in the Hall of Fame, Undertaker's wife, sure. You guys know that eventually they're going to run out of people to put in this Hall of Fame, right? And people like R-Truth are going to get into the Hall of Fame, and people.
He should get
R-Truth probably should get in.
Miz
Okay.
and R-Truth should definitely be in the Hall of Fame.
Booker T. Okay, fair enough. Let me rephrase that. People like D'Lo Brown are going to get into the Hall of Fame.
Oh, and he watches this.
And I love D'Lo Brown. But for WWE career, very short. Like 6-7 years. At some point, they're going to run out 20, 30 years down the line. Everybody is going to, It's gonna be seen through rose-colored glasses. They're gonna do a really, really good job of building up people's careers to be much bigger and more important than they actually were.
Oh, boy. They're roasting you for saying R-Truth.
I'm sorry, Art. I love R-Truth. Don't get me wrong. I love R-Truth. He probably should get in. That was a bad one. That was a bad one. 56 time, 24/7. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
Right.
Ringside NXT. I'm sorry. That was a bad. I shouldn't have said R-Truth.
See Kalani.
I saw a rookie logo.
Stephanie McCare would just be a fun.
Well, it's NXT. Oh.
Oh,
Oh. Three Fire, where you at? That's going to go to Dan Lee. Three Fire is a buyer. Kalani Jordan, 7 of 8 on the photo. 7 of 8 photo of Kalani. Uh-oh, he says, boom. Who we wanted to see. Do you have one of these Three Fire? You have one, okay. Well, now you need to get all 8. You need to get all 8.
China technically is in because of DX.
China is technically in with DX, but she's not in solo yet. Kalani, I could have two. Kalani Jordan to 8. Congratulations to Dan Lee. And here's our last pack of Select. We're going to Chrome after this. Tommaso Ciampa, Gigi Dolan, and Liv Morgan.
Jeezy just asked the question of the night. He said, did Michelle McCool wrestle?
Michelle McCool did wrestle, yes. 250 on Kalani. All right, it was wrong of me to say R-Truth because he deserves to get in.
They're still on the R-Truth?
But like, what are the qualifications to get into the WWE Hall of Fame? Like, there's no set standard. It's not like baseball where everybody who hits like 500 home runs is a lock. Hot take: Logan Paul will be a heavyweight WWE within 2 heavyweight champion.
I think he probably.
So here's what I said about Logan Paul earlier because somebody asked me. I said that I think that Logan Paul is great in everything they put him in, and I don't mind that his matches are heavily scripted and he practices them. I don't know if I want him as a world champion.
I think he'd be a transitional.
Maybe as a transitional champion, sure. Maybe as like he wins the belt and then they cash in on him immediately.
Yeah.
Sure. A green women's division. Austin Theory. But like one day maybe Austin Theory is going to get put in and he's not going to do anything. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I'm just digging a hole.
Oh my god.
Zelina on the women's division, 8 of 99
You should have
on the
said
Zelina.
Miz. I wanted to see how the.
Miz deserves to get into the Hall of Fame.
Oh. Did you say it louder?
Miz deserves to be a WWE Hall of Famer. 20-year career,
Yes.
Grand Slam champion.
Yeah.
He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, like him or not. Brutus, Braun Breaker. Thea Hale. There's going to be Rob Van Dam, 76 of 199. Kevin Nash, Rock, and Asuka. Longevity definitely has to matter because there's no qualification. You don't, there's people who are in the Hall of Fame that never won a World Heavyweight Championship.
Coco Beware's in the Hall of Fame, yes.
Coco Beware's in the Hall of Fame, yeah.
A long time
We have a black to 10. I think that's a black to 10. Maybe it's just a black and green. Did I get punked out? I did. Because it's The Rock. Black and green of The Rock, the final boss for our men, going to Chris A. Miles Bourne. Trish Stratus, Roman, and Sami Zayn.
The boss that decided to stay at home. I can't believe what he did.
I'm trying to think of like somebody who was in WWE who had like a decent career, but like didn't do anything incredible. Like, okay, I got a question for you guys. Is Zack Ryder a Hall of Famer? But what if in 20 years they put Zack Ryder in the Hall of Fame?
Okay, did they put Dean Ambrose in the Hall of Fame?
Dean Ambrose is a good question.
As a solo,
Dean
not as a Shield.
Yeah, Dean Ambrose as a solo wrestler, 110, 249 Jakar. Yeah.
For all he's done, or just for
For WWE.
So it's really weird because I don't know if they look at the whole scope or if I think they have to look at the whole scope of their career. Ken Shamrock should probably be in just for combat sports,
100%.
WWE, and then everything else he's done.
Are they putting him in as
When's a Big
Moxley?
Show? Big Show got to go in too. Yeah, would they put him in as Moxley or Ambrose?
Listen, Christian isn't in the Hall of Fame as a solo.
Yeah.
He should totally be.
NXT Blue Auto. Of Paxley, 68 of 150. Tatum Paxley.
Christian should be in.
Daniel Bryan should 100% be in. Like, that's no questions asked, just for his WWE career. Sol Ruka. Just his WWE scope of work, Daniel Bryan should be in. JD McDonough Hall of Fame, Santino Marella, yeah. I bet in 20 years, Santino Marella will be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, no, he will be. I think sooner. Probably next year.
I'm not going to read that comment, Renegade. Chad Gable, 175 of 175. Bronson Reed, Carlito. Time is now John Cena.
Oh,
Finny Finn and Brindley
he
Reese.
really went there. Oh, that's a good one.
What?
It's Finn Balor making the Hall of Fame.
Finn Balor should make the Hall of Fame as the first undisputed champion.
Alright, so he's had a solid career, right?
He's had a very solid career in WWE. Would you put Big E in the Hall of Fame? That's a really good question. Big E is a good one.
As a member of the New Day.
As a member of the New Day, yes, but as a solo? Are you taking pills for the headache? Mark, you're saying some crazy takes. It's the pills talking. What about Charles Robinson? Well, if you're gonna put referees in, you gotta put Earl Hebner in. Cora Jade, 16 of 99. And then Family Tree, Joe Coffey, Mark Coffey. This is an even number break. That's going to M. Goldust should be in. I mean, just for his
Yes.
body of work, yes.
Dolph, a Hall of Famer? Yes.
Dolph is a Hall of Famer. Two-time heavyweight champion, right? What about Vicky Guerrero? I wouldn't put Vicky in. I don't think she did enough as a manager. What about the guy that shall not be named? Never. Jacob Fatu, Kit Wilson, Andre Chase, Gunther, Otis, and Berto. Natty Hall of Fame,
Yes.
first ballot.
She's
First ballot.
in there
She's
more
like the
than
GOAT.
Michelle, the pool.
Our second auto is right here. It's a silver.
Like,
Angelo Dawkins. Shinsuke. Tiffy time on the Slammy. Let's focus on pulling some more B-Men hits, says Dendon Dennis. Jim Johnson should be in the Hall of Fame for sure. The GOAT of making theme songs. Izzy Dame and your auto from SmackDown. Chelsea Green, 71 of 175. Going to see women, going to Sam P. Do I think Braun Breaker will make the Hall of Fame? I mean, it's looking that way.
the Dave Brown Breaker. 131 individual Hall of Fame is wild.
AJ Lee Hall of Fame. That might be one of those ones.
Oh,
That might be one of those ones. 3 packs left. Nothing crazy in this box. IRS Hall of Fame.
Are both fellas in the Hall?
Did the Bella twins both go in? Karrion Kross and Karrion Kross. I like that he called himself Killer Kross in that interview. Let's bring that back. Let's bring back Killer Kross. Vince will eventually get in. Might be a long time. Might be posthumously after he's gone. He'll eventually, they'll delete all the bad stuff about him and only say good stuff, and he'll get in, and it'll be controversial, but
He said he doesn't want to be in.
Ren Sinclair. There's going to be Pete Dunne, 40 of 99. And JBL on the shifting gears. Jim Cornette for Hall of Fame. I think he should get in. I like Corny.
He likes this podcast, something so on.
Do you think Bray gets in? I think
Oh, yeah.
I think they should have put in Bray last year. All right, here's our last pack of Chrome. We have Breakers, and then we have Undisputed at the end. Actually, we'll do Undisputed next, and then we'll come back to Breakers at the end. Theory, Piper Niven, Adriano Rizzo, Tank Ledger, Mankind. All right, let's go ahead and check out Undisputed. We did some of this for break number 4,000 last Wednesday. Got a couple of more boxes left, so First 2 boxes of this were not particularly great, but there are some bangers on this checklist. So this is 2019 Topps Undisputed, 8 autographs total. How is Owen not in? Because Martha won't allow WWE to benefit in any way from his likeness. So she will not allow him to be put in the Hall of Fame. That was when Mark Henry got in, or when Mark Henry did the induction of, I can't remember who, he was like crying, begging Martha to allow Owen to get his rightful place in the Hall of Fame. And it's never going to happen, unfortunately. She's hell-bent on not letting that happen.
Mark Henry tried to get Owen.
Yeah. Zelina EC3. Whatever happened to that guy? There's Bray Wyatt. Curtis Axel is going to be a green. And Alicia Fox is going to be the mem. 9 of 99 for A women. I liked Alicia Fox during her time in WWE.
She has a kiss card in some book.
She does have a booklet kiss card in this product.
She's like the only one, too. It's weird.
I don't think Brett would snap 31 of 50. I think it's actually Brett wants to see him in, and Martha doesn't want him in. And Martha owns his estate. Martha gets to make all the decisions about Owen and how he's represented. Martha is like in her 50s.
Doctor.
Dr. Hart. She's a legit doctor. No, it's not his mom.
No, they're all.
No, mom and dad are long gone. Tommaso Ciampa. I wonder if this is just base or if this is a parallel. Just a parallel. Thank you, Trish. Ruby Wright. Nia Jackson. I think we have an auto of Bo Dallas, and that's patch auto. 113 of 120 going to B-Men, going to Dendon Dennis. Was that a bounty on Alicia Fox? Let's take a look. That was a 9 of 99. That was a bounty for $100. Randy or David, you've got $100 coming back your way. Nice eye. That's a $100 Alicia Fox right there. Probably like a $20 Alicia Fox, but in our world, just for $100 from David. So David, be on the lookout for an email tomorrow. I'll get you taken care of for $100 to go along with any other bounties that we hit tonight. Didn't see the number. I was too busy checking the surface, says Pathora. Bo Dallas on the next auto out. RGL, open up some NASCAR so bounties can be hit. We will have NASCAR on Saturday night.
Oh, that's what they've been asking about NASCAR.
That's why they want NASCAR. They want to hit the mega bounty.
Oh.
Adam Cole, baby. We have Randy Orton on the orange. Randy Orton on the orange, 23 of 99. And we have Aleister Black.
Oh.
He coming back this week?
Yeah, Friday.
Aleister Black, 5 of 25. He should be back on Friday. Going to Amen, going to Randy. And there's Keith Lee, non-numbered on that one. Aleister Black, I can't wait to hear that theme. Okay, I will be upset if they change his theme. Because he had a banger theme.
Well, they changed it before he left.
No, they gotta go back. We gotta go back to his original NXT theme.
No one is truly good.
One is truly evil. Dude, the whole entrance where he came up with the board.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
There were ropes.
It was an all-time. They had the candles.
Yeah. It was like the Brood. But
Yeah.
It wasn't.
It was so good. And they brought him up in a not great.
They put him with Ricochet.
Yeah. Finny Finn, Ray, Jeff Hardy on the auto.
Oh.
80 of 199 for J-Men.
Probably a one punch.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy to 199. Going to Caveman. His stuff sells. And Aleister Black. Not Andrade. Not Andrade. I got that wrong last time. All right. We'll one touch up the Jeff Hardy. Jeff Harvey.
Jeff Harvey. That was Mike Adamle. Rest in peace.
Mike
Mike Adamle.
Adamle passed away?
I think he's. Yeah.
Mike Adamle? Really?
I think so.
I didn't know that. I was watching live when he called him Jeff Harvey.
I was there at that show. I was at the Royal Rumble.
Jeff Hardy, 80 of 99, 199. Hit the scores for that one. Still watch TNA just to see Jeff. We could have had Jeff at Mania against Randy Orton. He's alive, says Jeremy. What does that mean? Oh, he has ALS?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. That's sad. Tyler Lockett, one final run in Tennessee. Interesting.
He's got onset dementia.
I didn't know that. Rip Mongo, yep. Aiden English. Naya is going to be on the blue. Naya went in on that roast. I really hope somebody leaks some audio of that roast. Naomi is our auto. Naomi, 97 of 99. N-O-P and Q. Jimsy. We got to get the audio of this roast leaked. I want to hear it. The whole audio leaked? Wait. Really, Colt? Do you have a link? I need to hear it. Quentin Post, second leading scorer for the Warriors today. Yeah, they need Jimmy. 23 of 25.
Warrior fans are very quiet.
16 point. Yeah, Timmy, what's going on with your Warriors?
Rico.
Even series now.
John K.
There's The Rock. Goldberg. Randy Orton. Natty. I don't think that's numbered. It's not numbered. Dash Wilder is going to be a 1 of 10. Gold Dash Wilder.
What?
Going to D, going to 3 fire. Just what he always wanted.
Dash and cash.
Was there a buffer? I not seeing any frames drop. Thoughts on 01 fully loaded? The fully loaded boxes are fun. If I could find a sealed case, I would 100% run a random hit to that one. I'll trade Dash for the Kalani. Sounds like an obvious deal. I don't know why he wouldn't accept that. Sasha. Taker. Tommaso Ciampa is going to be an orange. And from NXT, that's Shayna Baszler. 9 of 25 for going to S Women. Going to Lucky Lefty. Shayna. Do I believe in Joe Hendry? Sure. Tommaso is 8 of 10 for T. Going to Terry.
Jeez. What number?
I sent you the Twitter post of the... let's go. We're going to listen to this whole thing on Sunday.
Colt, you send it
Colt,
to me?
you're a legend. You're a legend, Colt.
Colt, send it to me.
Sheamus. AJ. Titus O'Neil. And Otto. Another Bo Dallas.
What?
175 of 199. These battle scars. Such a good song. Another Bo Dallas. The collation on this product is every box we saw at least 2 autos. Somebody had 2 autos in every box. Unbelievable. You just have to believe.
Don't believe in the
Boo Dallas. AKA Uncle Howdy. Gary Sane and Curtis Axel. Jinder. Don't hinder Jinder. This card's stuck to the auto. It's Paige.
Of course it
No comments.
is.
No
Of course
comments.
it is.
Big E is our auto.
Oh my God,
Big
the
E.
Xavier voice is behind the page.
Big E's 63 of 99. No comments.
Not the first time we've seen her sneaky.
Oh my gosh, there they are. There's the comments. If it was Xavier Woods, yeah, you guys. Unbelievable. Jinder. Last pack. Did someone say Alberto? We have Breaker's Delight to wrap this one on up. I think we have another sketch in here. Auto stuck to the base card. Mustafa Ali. Shawn Michaels. Cesaro. Ric Flair. Woo! Going to Chris. Knew that better. Woo! And your final auto. Rey Mysterio. 36 of 199. Going to R-Man. Going to Chris as well. Rey Mysterio. Thank you, Hammer Dog. I appreciate that. Rey Mysterio.
Guys, he's close to 70K.
We are. We're like 2 days away from hitting 70K, so maybe we'll do a 70K celebration on Saturday. If not, we'll do one on Wednesday. Ric Flair. How much are those boxes? Well, you can't really find them anymore, so those are like $650, $700 a box. They originally sold for $250 back in 2019. 6,690 sub giveaway. All right, your final box of the break is going to be Chrome. Ric Flair gonna beat Mox for number 17. That would be hilarious. That would be the ultimate. Give Ric Flair a world championship.
Oh my god.
Tony would do that.
Oh my god.
We have 2 autos back there. Let's pull these forward. What do I think is next for LA Knight? I'm not sure, actually. 29.75, Ariana Grace. Card stuck to Ariana Grace, and that's Jey Uso. Yeet. 40 of 125. Shotzi. And Lash Ledge. Maxine Dupree. Oh, he can win the ROH World title. That'd be something else. Seth freaking Rollins, 40 of 50. The Architect is back.
The top guy, as Paul
He's gonna win a world title before Mania. It's gonna be Seth and Roman next year at Mania for a belt.
For both titles.
Not for both titles. Joaquin Wilde, 79 of 99. Cedric Alexander. Damian Priest, the Jobber at Mania, 43 of 75. Purple to 10. Tyler Bate. It's Dragunov, 6 of 10. Ilya Dragunov going to H&I, going to Anthony H. And your final 2 cards, we have Gold SmackDown and Normal SmackDown. 2 SmackDowns, so we're looking for Fatu and Tiffy Time. Well, that's not Tiffy Time. That's really not Tiffy Time. That's Tommaso Ciampa. And your final card of the break, Gold SmackDown. That's B-Fab. B-Fab, 19 of 50 to wrap it up for B-Women. Going to Ryan H. Is a Raw draft a thing? There will be a draft. It'll probably either be next month after Backlash or sometime in early June. There will be a draft.
I think it'll be after the Worlds Collide and Money in the Bank.
Yes, there will be a draft this year. There's always a draft. Think of some of the names who got drafted last year that didn't do anything.
They need to figure out what they're doing with Carmelo.
Yeah. Carmelo Hayes was a high draft pick. Jacob Fatu going to Raw? Maybe.
That makes sense.
Him and Solo?
'Cause
Hey RGL, if Daniel wants to sell the Kalani, I'm a buyer. I actually don't have the photo. Well, remind me, 3Fire, to send me a DM or something, and I can get you guys in touch tomorrow.
he might be in chat, Dan.
Dan, if Dan Lee's in chat right now and wants to do a deal on the Kalani, we can ship it to 3Fire if you guys can work out a deal. Let's take a look at our hits in this one. And we have one more WWE at the end of the evening. We'll do a giveaway for the chat right now coming on up, because next up we've got our Tribute MLB mixer. Or Shayna. We got some baseball coming up. First MLB of the night. Any news on what boxes you'll be able to pull? Nope, we do not know what products will have those patches in. We don't even know. They haven't even technically announced our next set, even though it might be WWE Universal, which we saw some of the wrestlers signing over WrestleMania. Seen a few of the like preview cards. Creed's had a really nasty patch. Saw like a patch on a commercial. I saw DDP signing the 101 from that set, the Legends auto. What set do I think's coming? I think Universal is going to be our next set. I think we're going to get Cosmic Chrome. I think we're going to get Chrome Black at some point. I think we're going to get a paper set. I don't know what. I think we're going to get Royalty. And that's kind of where I think we're headed. I think we should get Composite. Remember Composite Football last year? How it is that like compilation set? I think we should get that, but not sure. We had Jeff Hardy to 199. We had Kalani Jordan to 8. And we had Edge to 3. We should also get some kind of NXT only set, I think.